helped me reach 500 subscriber, the first thing that hit me was her laughter. Too loud, too bright, too carefree for someone just returning after a week away. "Mark, you won't believe how insane the airport was," Emma said, dropping her suitcase as she wiped tears of laughter from her eyes. But the moment she noticed who was standing in our living room, her best friend, Rachel, her smile died instantly. It was like someone pressed a mute button on her entire face. "Ratch, what are you doing here?" Emma asked, her voice suddenly thin and shaky. Rachel didn't answer right away. She just held her phone against her chest, gripping it so tightly her knuckles turned white, like she knew that whatever came next would change everything. My stomach twisted. All week, something had felt off. The awkward silences during our calls, her late replies, her excuses about terrible Wi-Fi. I kept telling myself I was overthinking, that she was just having fun with her co-workers. But Rachel's expression told me I hadn't been paranoid at all. "I think you should show him," Rachel finally said, her voice low as her eyes flicked between us. Emma froze. Her suitcase still sat by her feet, and her hands trembled, just enough for me to notice. "Rachel, please don't," she whispered. My blood went cold. People only beg like that when they're terrified of a truth finally coming out. I stepped closer. "Show me what?" Rachel took a slow breath, unlocked her phone, and held it out to me. "Mark, I'm sorry." Emma lurched forward, desperate. "Rachel, please." But Rachel didn't flinch. She hit play. The room fell silent, except for the faint audio from the screen. A dim hotel bar, low music, people laughing in the background, and in the middle of it, Emma, leaning way too close to a man I had never seen before, smiling at him, touching his arm, his hand sliding onto her thigh. A version of her I had never met, or maybe one I refused to believe existed. Then the worst part, she kissed him, slow, intentional, familiar. My ears roared. I didn't need to see another second, but the video kept going, each frame cutting deeper until something inside me felt hollow. Emma's hand flew to her mouth, tears spilling over. "Mark, I can explain." Rachel grabbed her keys. "I'm sorry," she whispered again before slipping out the door, leaving us in a silence so heavy it was almost physical. Emma reached for me, but I stepped back. The distance between us suddenly felt like a canyon. "Explain." My voice didn't even sound like mine. "Explain what?" "That the Wi-Fi wasn't bad. You were just busy with him." Her face collapsed. It wasn't supposed to happen. I was drunk, and he made a move, and everything was stressful, and I made a horrible mistake. Stress, drunk, mistake. Words people use like bandages, hoping they'd cover the wound they created. I looked away because looking at her actually hurt. "How long?" She hesitated. That hesitation was louder than anything she could have said. "It was just once," she whispered. "Mark, please. I was going to tell you. Before you saw the video, I swear." I let out a bitter breath. "So your problem isn't what you did. It's that Rachel told me before you could." "No," she cried. "My problem is losing you." I looked at her, really looked at her. The trembling lip, the guilt, the panic. Part of me whispered that she seemed genuinely sorry, that maybe forgiveness wouldn't be impossible. But then I remembered the video, the way she leaned into that man like she belonged with him. "You didn't lose me tonight," I said quietly. "You lost me the moment you kissed him." She stepped forward, quickly. "Mark, no. Please listen. I love you. I never stopped loving you." It meant nothing. Then why do I feel like I mean nothing? I whispered. She broke again, sobbing harder. I walked toward the bedroom. I needed space, air, anything but her tears pulling at me. "Mark, don't go," she begged, brushing my arm. I pulled away. "Just let me think." In the bedroom, everything looked the same, but nothing felt the same. The bed, our photos, her sweater hanging over the chair. It all felt unfamiliar, tainted. She stayed in the hallway, crying softly. "I'll sleep on the couch," she finally whispered. "If you need me, I'll be here." I didn't answer. Hours passed. At around 3 a.m., I walked into the living room. She sat curled up on the couch, knees pulled to her chest, her eyes swollen and red. She hadn't slept at all. "Mark," she murmured. I stood there, unsure if I wanted to talk or run. "I don't know what happens next," I said. She sat up, swallowing. "Then let me fix it. Let me prove I'll never hurt you again." Prove? I shook my head. "Emma, this isn't a broken appliance. This is us. We can rebuild us," she pleaded. "Can we?" My voice cracked. "Or am I just lying to myself because I still love you?" She sagged, finally out of excuses. "Please, don't give up on me." I looked at her, and the painful truth hit me. I still loved her. Even now, even broken. "I'm not giving up," I said softly. "I'm just not sure I can stay." She cried silently, shoulders shaking. "Then tell me what you need." I exhaled. "Time, honesty, and the truth, without me dragging out of you." She nodded, fragile but hopeful. And in that quiet, painful moment, I realized something. Betrayal doesn't destroy a marriage instantly. It creates a crack, a fault line. We were standing on opposite sides of it, unsure the ground could ever be solid again. Maybe we'd rebuild. Maybe we'd break. But for the first time since the video, I felt something other than pain. I felt choice. And unlike betrayal, that choice was mine.